Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
It's the After the Show podcast, precious.
We don't care, we're about to swear on the air. It's the After the Show, so tune in if you dare. KVJ, get risque every single day. It's uncensored. We can say what we want to say.
Hello, it is Tuesday on the KVJ After the Show podcast. I believe everybody's shaking off their hangovers from yesterday. We're all ready to go here.
Oh, yeah, I mean, we're still not 100%.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in my prime.
Okay. Yeah, just kind of crazy how the body gets worse with drinking as it ages.
Oh, it's not fair,
It
Kevin.
takes 4 days for reals to make me feel back to normal. I feel better than I do yesterday, but I am, to the witch's point, I feel a little off still.
Yeah, it's just really weird. Your body changes in such a way that, I don't know. I'm like, well, what has happened with me and alcohol? It's kind of crazy because, one, do you think you get hammered easier than you used to? I can't tell, but it feels like my tolerance is less than what it used to be.
It depends.
I don't know if that's a body thing or I'm just turned into a massive lightweight. But I've noticed that.
I can feel it, but I've always been one to feel alcohol pretty quick. I get to a giggly bitch.
Mm-hmm.
If I stick to beer, I'm great. I can go the long haul. Even champagne, I can go the long haul. It's when I start mixing in some kind of mixed drink or a shot.
Mama can't do shots, Kev.
Yeah. Can't do it.
I don't have tolerance for that at all.
Well, if you did a shot, okay, if we went to a bar and you did a shot at 8 and then you did another shot at 9:30, you would not be a maniac. I mean, that's not that
What
bad.
am I going to drink in between?
Well, you just sip on some beers,
Right.
and drink your wines, and your tub of tequila and moonshine.
tub of tequila. We sell tequila by the tub.
Yeah. But yeah, and the other weird thing about it is, one, I think I might get hammered faster, and two, I really don't get hangovers. I get tired. I'll be really just dog-ass tired the next day, almost like I hadn't really slept. And that's it. I don't really feel nauseous or have a headache or anything like that. I am just a different level of tired.
The tired's big. Sometimes I can get depressed a little bit.
It's depressing,
It's depression with some tiredness.
It is.
Yeah.
A little anxiety.
Definitely with anxiety. I've had a low level anxiety since Saturday.
Yeah, so it's not like what it used to be.
Yeah.
I'd almost rather take the I feel kind of nauseous for a little while.
One and done. Give me the sickness in the morning.
Yeah, I would. It used to be if I really dialed it up, I would be nauseous till about noon, and then right about noon, I would know if I could get to noon, I'd be like, okay, all right, I'm doing all right. I'm going to shake this off. But yeah, it's just different.
It's always over drinking too. I feel like if you're drinking to a point where you're not going crazy, you're all right the next day. But if you're raging, like you're rushing for a frat,
yeah, and you always tell yourself, be like, okay, just keep it under wraps tonight, just a few, and don't get crazy. And then something weird happens, and the next thing you know, you're like, you just make that one bad decision somewhere. You're like, I really shouldn't have had that drink.
I'll tell you what happens: the laughs and the smiles start to happen.
Yeah.
You start having a good time.
Yeah, I'll take another one. What the hell?
Music is on, and you're just having a great fucking time. You go, we only live once. Carpe diem.
Yeah. And then there it goes. Bam. Takes off.
I knew on Halloween, I made a drink. I looked at the clock and said, "Bird, it's the wrong move. What are you doing?" Mm-hmm. But I made the wrong move because I was drinking.
Exactly, and that's the problem.
But I knew it. I knew in the moment not to do it.
Right. Yeah, you kind of do. You're like, well, what are you doing? You don't even know the drink. And you're like,
But then that devil goes, Bird, it's Halloween. It's on the weekend.
You love Halloween.
I love
You
Halloween.
love drinking.
The devil gets louder the more you drink.
I was talking with people. People were coming up with neighbors and stuff. So it was social. It wasn't like I was just in my room Halloween night drinking by myself, eating candy.
Tugging your Halloweenie.
Yeah, I was out socializing.
Anybody who jerks off while kids are trick-or-treating is a special kind of weirdo.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, out in their yard? Yeah, that's fucking weird.
Yeah, that's.
But if they're an adult and they just want to go in the
sexual
room,
predator, I believe.
Yeah, but if they're in their room, and
I don't like it.
windows
You're
are-
not allowed to jerk off on Halloween night while kids are trick or treating.
We had a family member that said it is a sin to jerk off on Christmas. I struggled many Christmases with this.
Really?
Yeah, I got over it right around 15.
It's a sin.
I made a jump to the dark
You
side.
had a white
around-
Christmas?
Yeah, but I remember being young, going, "Oh, I can't jerk off. It's Christmas." Being so bummed out that I wanted to jerk off, but not being
I've
able.
got all this free time.
Yeah, exactly. Because you're on vacation. There's toys. It's a good time.
Yeah. A lot of fun. Got some emails here. One about Thanksgiving, which is the next big old holiday coming up, and how out of the least favorite Thanksgiving foods, cranberry was one. 30% of people don't like the cranberry sauce, and 28% of people don't like turkey. Maybe it's the way it's prepared. I don't know. I guess I could change my tune if I got one hell of a turkey, but there's never been anything enough to wow me to say, yeah, if I were picking foods of what to have, if it was just a carte blanche menu, turkey's not even in the top 50 options of what I would go with.
I stay with Kevin on that. Fat Kevin knows what he's talking about on this one. We
lot of
got
things I go
some
with.
hate today because of our words. I stick by
Sure,
them.
and it's crazy. Some people are very passionate about it. They love turkey. And I was just like, I think as a kid, you buy into like, yeah, we all love turkey.
Well, some people can't hear the argument that we're making. They think we're attacking America and the fucking the holiday. No, we're talking about the food, you son of a bitches.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I only said it 3 times.
We said it 4.
4. Okay. Yeah, I love the family. I love the camaraderie. I love the concept of it.
Well,
I like different food.
That's why I brought it up one other time, because I knew people were still getting it mixed up. Like, no,
Mm-hmm.
we've talked about the menu.
Yeah, you're a terrorist.
Kevin hates America.
And there you go. Joey had said you need to cook the turkey upside down. That way all the juices flow into the bird.
I don't hate that.
All right. That's
Gravity is your friend.
I notice people who cook turkeys and really get down on turkeys, they love to tell you about how they cook that turkey. They take
Yeah, they
pride,
do.
as they should. If you make a great turkey, take that pride.
It's all about making it wet. And however you do it, I've done that injector some years where you take like that needle and you inject it into the meat. And so you add like extra butter and seasoning and flavor.
I like what the witch does. You're
Yeah.
taking the turkey and you're doing fun little activities with it. You're taking bacon strips and you're marinating that in the meat. I like
Yeah.
that's fun.
I made a basket weave of it on top of the turkey. So it's like a woven basket of bacon.
We had a tradition, my mom and Aunt Ann, they would always make baked beans with pepperoni slices in there. That was
Okay.
always a Pennington Thanksgiving tradition.
Okay.
It made everyone fart, but
Fun.
I didn't.
That is a deadly combination. The
is
beans
tough.
and the
It
pepperoni.
wasn't I didn't like it. But by my mom and Ann, they loved it. That was a big.
How many toilets you have in your house growing up?
2 very terrible toilets. Always. We always had the worst plumbing in the neighborhood.
Do you have a poo knife?
No, we weren't.
That's terrible plumbing.
I don't know anyone with a poo knife. I think that's some fucking made up bullshit.
No, I think it's real.
Every time we talk
terrible.
about it, people call in big. Yeah, we had a poo knife. Had
That's-
to cut that turd in half.
That's disgusting.
Yeah. It's crazy.
I don't know how we can keep talking about food after we talk about the poo knife.
I don't know. I think we've been doing this so long, we're able to fight through it.
True, we built up a tolerance.
Yeah, we have. We have built up a tolerance to normal.
We're jaded.
I would say jaded. I just think we just don't have a tolerance to what's fucked up and what's not.
Got an email from Herman who said, I get my turkey drunk 2 nights in a row before cooking. Makes
Yeah.
it real juicy. I don't know, what does that mean? You're getting it,
Probably marinating in alcohol.
okay. All right.
I did that one year, and I wasn't alcohol exclusively. There was some beer in there, but I did the thing where you brine the turkey.
Okay.
So you let it sit in this solution of like apple juice and a little bit of vinegar and salt and water, and you let it soak in that with the vegetables. And I really didn't notice a big difference from brining it.
We all had that one kid, kind of like hot dog girl, the guy that fucked the turkey in school. Like, oh my gosh, he got caught fucking the turkey for Thanksgiving. You guys had that kid at your school too?
We had hot dog girl. We didn't have girl that fucked the turkey.
Not girl, the dude. He fucked the
the dude fucked the turkey.
Yeah, well, at least that was the rumor. But I thought that was the rumor, kind of like the hot dog girl, because there was a rumor at Dwyer High School, Palm Beach Gardens High School. I think Benjamin had a kid that fucked the turkey.
Really?
Yeah. No, I guess it's a South Florida.
And what happens in the story? The person gets caught?
Yeah, caught banging a cooked turkey in the hole.
And so does the family still eat the bird? What do you do with that? I mean, it's not cheap.
If you walk in on that, do you tell the other people that are going to be eating dinner with you?
Chat room, did you guys two have turkey fucker at your school? Because I thought that was one of those common things.
I've never heard that.
That might be a Northern County, Palm Beach County thing. I don't know.
Wow.
It might be a Pennington thing. Did
Don't-
you fuck the turkey?
Don't get it twisted.
Did you?
I did not fuck the turkey.
Did you look at the turkey and think about it?
Shut up, Siddiqui.
The stuffing is so warm.
Yes. And inviting.
You know me. I'd much more rather fuck the stuffing.
Okay, I got an email here from Yvonne. She said, we are Venezuelans. My mom spelled my name in Spanish. Very nice. Beautiful name. She said, I work for a food equipment service company, and the things that we see and hear from our techs are disgusting. Please let Virginia know that just because a restaurant is fancy or expensive doesn't mean it's clean.
Oh, I know. I've heard horror stories.
If a restaurant is closed, it could be for many reasons. The walk-in freezers or coolers are not keeping their temperature. The dishwasher doesn't have hot water to sanitize the plates, roaches, rats, etc. You can Google a restaurant and see the violations online. We had one of those very fancy, expensive specialty make and deliver food companies, not the one that Kevin advertises, but they kept having problems with the ovens. The tech went a few times and told the owner that his ovens were very nice rat condos.
Oh.
And when the customer asked him why he said that, he told him that after inspecting, he found droppings, pee, nests. He also found a rat that had ate a cable and got electrocuted. Be aware, restaurants and hotel kitchens are not going to be spotless. Just check online for the violations and see how bad they are.
Yeah, someone told me, and I've heard it a few times ago, you're living in la-la land if you think kitchens don't deal with the rats. You've got food there. You're gonna have them hanging around. It's just your job to try to keep them out.
There's a guy who put a video up on TikTok, and he's like, hey, I am the chicken supplier for all the Popeyes restaurants in Washington, D.C. And he's like, I want to show you guys what is going on when I come in here in the middle of the night to drop off the chicken. And he comes in the middle of the night, turns the lights on, and all these rats scramble inside the restaurant, inside the Popeyes.
Yeah, see, to me, I think you can have a rat problem that you can rectify. You should not have that's neglect right there. To have that many rats in a restaurant, you have to know that problem.
I was trying to count how many rats. I watched the video a couple times. There was at least 15 rats.
I'm pulling it up right now. What has he said? What would be called? Popeye rat?
Popeye rat. Washington, D.C., he said. I couldn't believe it. These rats were just running, and they were going up into the ceiling. They were crawling under, like where the stove area is, to hide.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I pulled it up. I found it.
So I wonder if Popeye stops using this guy then, if he's going on and making this kind of video about them.
He's walking right in. He's about to turn the light on.
I wonder if he doesn't work for Popeyes.
Yeah, he doesn't.
He works for the food supply company.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, but I'm
You
just
see the
saying,
rats?
would Popeyes drop the food supply company?
Great question. Or would they do the right thing and say, you know what? Whoever this franchisee is, a lot of rats, right?
I didn't think there was that many in the beginning. Oh, there's at least
15 rats.
At least. And there was a family of it. Looked like about 7. They're still walking. They're crawling up into the roof
ceiling.
area.
They're going in this drop ceiling.
And there's about 5 that that keep scampering around. That is disgusting. Wow. Well, look at their kitchen. Their
I
kitchen's
know.
fucking filthy. There's boxes everywhere.
Yeah. It's just scary.
There's wires coming down from it's a disgusting kitchen.
If you eat out, guess what? You've eaten out from a rat kitchen.
Tiles missing from the floor. You don't really get to see that stuff when you're at these restaurants. I am kind of bummed out. I needed to watch it, but
yeah, it's one of those things. If you really knew the truth, there's so many things in life that you probably just it would change your life.
There was that one I was telling you guys about yesterday. I think it's in New York, and it's a donut shop, and they look in and they're filming, and there's these rats just mowing down on all of these donuts.
Well, they're in the pastry case. You know, the case that they'll have with the glass front, and it displays all the donuts. The rats are in the case, Kevin, and so people are looking in and they're watching these rats having a pastry party in the locked, closed pastry bakery.
That's out of control. Yeah.
But the rats are all in the case.
And you're really fucked if you have. Remember the rat problem I had at that townhouse?
Yeah.
They had structural damage inside the unit.
There was a hole.
There was a hole not only in my utility closet that led to the top of the concrete roof area. There was clearly a hole from up there where they were coming down, and that whole unit, not only my place, had an issue with that. If you got a hole up in the ceiling, you are figgity fucked.
Yeah,
they find a way to MacGyver their way in there.
Yeah,
those rats, man.
I can't.
They changed me. They scarred me.
Yeah,
I never take a corner the same way.
I believe you. Yeah.
Every corner, no matter where I'm at, I kind of go a little slower, just in case there's a rat looking at me. Even at work, I'll walk around.
Never know where you see them.
You're right.
I got this too. Somebody let me know. I got one of the jumbo bottles of Cholula. We finally found one, and Mandy said, just want to share my jackpot find at Restaurant Depot with Kevin. That's like a big old, look how big that thing is. It's next to a cooler. So you can tell how big that is. That is a big old...
It's a big girl.
Yeah, it is 64 ounces of Cholula hot sauce.
I was just in Restaurant Depot. I thought about getting you some, but I know you're kind of sauce rich right now.
Yeah, I've got a variety. I'm like I said, I almost waxed the whole bottle of Cholula itself. But yeah, I got the hot sauce yesterday from Elmer and Michelle in Houston, so I tried that today. It's very good. So I'm going to try some different stuff. I'm going to switch it up a bit.
Well, let me know if you get sauce pour, and I'll go.
I will.
Whenever I go to Restaurant Depot, I'll grab it for you. They have such big containers.
I've been snacking on Elmer's food snacks he got us yesterday. Our friends in Texas, they brought us a ton of food, and every piece of it was awesome.
It's good. Yeah.
I'm not blowing smoke up. Everything was delicious.
Good snacks.
I'm excited for that store.
Buc-ee's.
That place was good, man.
Yeah, it's like a big old gas station, whatever you call them. Convenience store.
It's like a maxi gas station. Yeah. It's as big as, like, I don't know, the front entrance of a Kmart.
But the Buc-ee snacks that they make was delicious.
Totally.
Yeah, they do a lot of their own stuff in there. Catherine was talking about the reverse accents because there are so many British actors now that are playing roles of Americans, and then you see them doing an interview like, wait a minute, they're British? That's crazy. And you would never know. It just kind of blows me away. I found out two this week from shows that I watched. Succession and Billions both has prominently played British actors in there playing Americans. And Catherine said, got to give a little props to Renee Zellweger and Bridget Jones. She was very good. That's an American doing a British. And that's why I was wondering, does that ever happen if you're in England where you're watching an actor or actress and then you see them in an interview like, oh my gosh, they're American. I thought they were British. Can they fool them like they fool us? She said James Marsters is American. Did an amazing British accent. Is Spike the Vampire on Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Just to let you know. Another one to check out.
Yeah, I guess I have a confession. This whole time I have been British, and I have been faking my English accent. Yeah.
You're faking the English
my
accent?
American accent, I should say, yes. Mm-hmm. Am I in your head, Nikki?
No, not a bit.
But would that really freak you out if you really did find out I legit had a British accent?
I question everything in life.
This whole
we
time.
know too much.
But that's why it would be such a mind fuck, because you know so much, and then you go, holy shit, he was British the whole time?
Anything's possible at that point.
Anything, you're right, you got to question everything.
Yeah.
That's not possible.
That's why you would take it the hardest.
My mind won't even go there.
That's why you couldn't even deal with it.
I couldn't deal.
Can't even do it. Can't even do it. Juliana sent a very informative email about me talking about the dream that I had with my mom in it. And she said you gave us some good details in there. She said that, there's obviously a lot of significance sometimes in dreams, and especially it was somebody that was significant in your life. She said yours, your mother's, and the stranger's roles. And if you forget, I was talking about how it was kind of like my mom was back and kind of, nitpicking on some stuff. I wasn't doing things right and some things.
Okay.
And it was odd, and part of me is like, okay, was that a message from the great beyond? Is it just my own conscience talking to me? But the thing that was weird about it is I do remember the first thing that she kind of went in on was something political. I'm like, well, that was kind of knuckleheaded thing anyway. So, that's why I just couldn't figure out.
You were like, that can't be her in heaven, because in heaven, I don't think she's still trying to turn your mind on her political beliefs.
I don't know. Her heaven would be one big Trump rally. So,
do you think that's what's going down?
I don't know. She's up there chanting. She's chanting Brandon right now.
They say when you go to the afterlife, you go to your happy place.
Yeah.
And maybe they was saying you see Elvis, you see all the people you love.
Yeah.
No, I'm not getting down with that. Because her happy place made her angry.
But the one thing that she said, it was kind of interesting. She said even the seating arrangement in the car could be significant and mean something. She said the going down a road indicates your life path. That being said, the stranger could be one of either yours or your mother's guides. So very interesting stuff. That's interesting to know that maybe that is it. I see that because she was sitting shotgun. I was in the back seat.
Dreaming and sleeping has always been weird to me. I know that we need it, obviously, but why? Why was it built that way?
I think it's all just to reset your mind. Your mind has got to reset. It's got to filter, clean out the cobwebs. It's got to store things.
Reset your body, too.
Yeah, no.
Physically, you need it to recover.
And I understand all that, but I also feel like there's something else going on that we haven't quite tapped in, especially with these dreams. It's just, it's too odd. It's almost like we're living in two different worlds. When you're sleeping and dreaming, I know I feel like I'm in a different world when I'm dreaming.
Yeah.
It's like a movie.
I think a lot of it is they say it's your subconscious just trying to continue to work through things. Just because you're asleep, you don't really stop trying to work through your problems. Now they've just manifested themselves in something bizarre and sometimes weird, but you're still kind of working on it. And that's where I thought, maybe that's what it was. With my mom, I was still working through some things that are hitting my conscience.
And then you got someone's opinion, like a turkey beard, Dan. Dreams don't mean nothing. Well, I hear you, you blowhard fuck. I get it. You don't think they mean anything, but maybe you're right. Maybe they don't mean anything.
You know what means something? Stop reading the comments.
I like talking to the people, even the ones that hate me.
She said those who have had a strong role or influence in our lives will tend to pick and choose when to come to us as a way to build our intuition, as well as a way for us to truly be able to receive and focus on their important messages. The image and personality will come to us in a way that we can recognize them, which may be why you saw your mother as being a bit strict on the car ride. Also, Dreamland leaves us so open that it's easier to receive signs from departed loved ones.
The ones that always make me wonder are those reoccurring dreams. You guys say you don't really have those.
No.
I don't.
That's
no.
crazy to me.
I have original content. I'm not a hack.
It's not that it's a hack. Mine's a series that just picks up. It's long. It's been running longer than Grey's Anatomy. And there's a lot of fucking fires and explosions and drama.
And dragons.
Yeah, I got Game of Thrones in mine. All kind of fucked up shit.
Amber and Jewel sent that in. Thank you very much for that insight.
I love that topic. I love the dream stuff.
Yep. Who knows what it all means. Got an email from V in Fort Lauderdale, and I'll kind of just sum up her email. She's a widower, 6 years now. Almost 3 years ago, I met a man in 2019. I was a year sober, and so was he. They were in the program together. And she started to turn things around. Jobs were good, got money. They had a good relationship going on. They were getting the cars, the vacations, everything I wanted. But then he relapsed. And then all of a sudden he taps into the savings, $20K, stock market gone, all that kind of stuff. New car had lovely dents all over it.
Oh.
And it just sounded like he kept, every 6 months, kept falling back into it. And so she's, trying to sort through, okay, he's trying to rev back up again. She said, I'm 43. I'm not trying to invest more time into a man or relationship if every 6 months of my life is turned into turmoil. Yeah, I mean, this has happened multiple times. I would just say, for you, this is not going in the direction you want. You're tied to him financially, which you guys put your savings everything together. I would remove that. I would create a buffer between him. Not that you have to cut him off completely out of your life, but you got to assume that your life, to me, this would be my thought, how I would handle it. My life can't include this person. I've got to insulate myself because they're a destructive mess. And I can't let their crashing and burning affect me, which it is to you. And I'm sorry, hey, I got all love and sympathy for people that are in rehab and are trying to make the best of it, but it doesn't mean that you got to be along for the ride.
And they tell you when you go to AA and rehab, don't hook up with the people you meet at AA and rehab.
Oh, yeah?
Because you're supposed to be working on yourself, not starting a romantic relationship with somebody who's got the same demons as you, and then the two of you aren't focused on your recovery, you're focused on your romance.
Well, I don't like ever living in absolutes because I know out there's probably a couple who both were in recovery that build each other up and that did make it. I know what you're talking about, Virginia.
This is just from the professionals, so what the fuck do they know?
Well, I think sometimes you should be able to question professionals just because you put the name professional by
No,
it.
you're supposed to focus on your recovery, not hooking up.
Never mind.
It's true. That's what they say.
Never mind.
You need to find a guy. This chick needs to find a guy who has no substance abuse issues, who's never dealt with drug abuse, gambling abuse, stock market abuse. You need to go find a regular guy because you're doing good in your recovery. You sound stable.
Yeah, I just think it's different for every situation.
Okay.
I'm not a professional.
But based on your situation,
Yeah,
whether
your
or not that is a
situation.
rule, you got, and I would say that even if he's not in recovery or whatever, when you have somebody, being in somebody's life should be a privilege. And if they are so destructive, then you have to try to start separating a little bit. And you have to put insulation around yourself.
Totally.
And he's so close that how he goes, you go too. And
But
that's
it
a
doesn't have
bad
to-
place to be.
It doesn't have to be that way. You're on the right track. You're saving this money. You're doing the good things. You're doing the work. You're staying sober.
Yeah.
If he wants to go off the rails, you got to just say bye.
Yeah.
You do have to say goodbye.
Yeah. I know it's not easy. But
It's not easy. I get it, but
yeah.
he's going to pull you down with him. You don't want that.
It's not going to end well. You are in a recycling movie that is going to keep starting over and going back again. And I think she's trying to get back to that sweet spot they had for a time and thinking that he could do it. Who knows? Maybe he can. But he's burnt you so many times trying to get there that no. I would, like I said, you don't have to cut off all contact, but I would not put yourself in a position again where his destruction can be damaging to you.
Yeah, you don't get a second chance to squirrel away my money and waste it all on gambling and the stock market,
Well, it sounds he's probably taking it all on drugs.
drugs and whatever, but
We had the raise your hand poll yesterday. I forgot to get to that on the ATS. I know we had a couple people that fell out of the car.
Yeah,
was,
I just
Saber
did
and
it
Denny's.
filming for Brimsley.
Right, yeah.
you fell out of the car within the last 30 days
I was filming a scene for Brimsley and fell out, yes.
as the car was moving.
Yes.
How fast?
I mean, it wasn't going too. It was fast enough to fall on your ow.
Yeah. Been drugged without your consent.
Yeah, I told you guys about the guy who gave me a weed brownie. I didn't know that. I thought it was a regular brownie.
Okay.
And it was really good. It was hard to even tell that there was anything in there.
Yeah.
Some weed brownies are like that.
Right. Yeah. Okay. I think Denny's. Yeah. I think he raised
Yeah,
his hand
I
on
think
that
so.
too. Yeah. You'd think maybe. And then also you have a sex secret that no one close to you knows.
A sex secret? I thought you just said
Oh,
a
just- yeah, I
deep
think
secret.
yeah, maybe it
mine's not a
was.
sex
Oh,
secret.
I want a sex secret.
It was
Okay.
a secret, I thought.
Yeah. I guess it could be either way. Yeah. It could be a deep secret. Yeah. We'll go with deep instead of sex.
Yeah, a deep secret.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I raised my hand on that too. Got one. Yeah. Yeah. Have you ever thought about ever telling anybody, Jaybird, about your deep secret?
No, but I also believe everyone has a deep secret, even if they're not saying that they do. I
Yeah.
think we all have something that we keep to ourselves and go to the urn with. I really do believe that.
I think I've told at least one person all of my transgressions.
Yeah, but I also think too, it might even be just something that maybe it's a thought process you have, or maybe it's. I don't think it's all going to be sex or all going to be doing hardcore drugs.
Sure, yeah.
It can be anything.
Yeah.
I think if we, I always go back to that Billy Joel song. We all have a
Yeah.
stranger inside of us.
It could be a secret you
And
have.
that
where
sounds
you're-
sexual.
Yeah, you could be protecting somebody else with your secret.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They may not know you have a secret about
Right.
them, and that's my secret is about somebody they don't even know I know about, but it's a deep secret that I have.
Oh,
that
wow.
it would wreck so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you don't think it'll ever come out?
There's no need to. There's no.
Yeah.
It doesn't help anything.
Yeah, if your secret would only devastate and harm.
Yeah,
Like-
getting it out there would cause nothing but pain. I don't see how it makes the world better. Nothing's learned.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the secret I got.
Okay.
Yeah, look at you.
It's a coworker. It's a female. I work with her. Real close. No, I'm just kidding.
Ooh, which one?
I'm joking.
Angie had included a photo of Palm Beach County's finest, PBSO. It says, "All right, ladies, which one would you want to get pulled over by?" There they are at the Chalk Art Festival that they have in Lake Worth Beach, the street Chalk Festival, or the hell that
Oh, I'll
name
take the
is.
one in the middle.
Mm-hmm, there you go. Yeah, guys in a uniform, ladies love them. So.
They do.
Love our PBSO. Thank you guys for everything you do. Appreciate it.
Just don't pull me over, please.
Yeah, I'd prefer not to get pulled over at all.
I love them
Yeah.
unless they're pulling me over.
And if they're pulling you over, it's usually not sexy.
Well, would a sheriff pull you over?
I think so,
'Cause
yeah.
I've been pulled over by FHP. I've been pulled over by cops within the town limit. I feel like if you're in Palm Beach Gardens, the Palm Beach Gardens police officers pull me
Yeah,
over.
Lake
I don't know if I've been pulled
Lake
over by
Worth
a
doesn't have their
sheriff.
own police, so they have PBSO.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Maybe I have been pulled over by a sheriff.
I'm sure you have. I've seen your hoopties.
But would the sheriff pull you over for a traffic violation?
They could, yeah. It depends
Okay.
upon where you are. Now, there's unincorporated areas. A lot of times in some towns west of Military Trail, you get into unincorporated. So at that dividing line, it goes from city to PBSO.
And if I was a Palm Beach Gardens police officer and Virginia was speeding in Jupiter, I'm in my Palm Beach Gardens car. Can I pull her over in Jupiter if I think she's speeding as a cop, or does it have to be within city limits?
Probably wouldn't mess with it. If it was really reckless, you would likely just call it in and say, "Hey, we've got somebody that you need to get." Because
this
that's
bitch on a broom is
Yeah.
just going off.
She's got to be going at least 180 miles an hour.
that's the one thing for me because I'm on 95 every day, and I always see the other cops. I know when I'm on typically when they have the shift changes. So I'll be, for instance, in Boynton Beach on I-95, and I see a Palm Beach Gardens cop right next to me. You don't slow down because they can't pull you over.
Well,
They're not going to
that's
mess
good.
with you. So yeah, I got no problem. I see them like
I'll
and
be in-
I'll blow right past them.
I'm in Gardens, and then I'm next to a Riviera Beach police car. I'm going, I don't think they can pull me over in Gardens, right? I can
They
make...
typically don't. And in fact, I think most cops, they don't live where they work. So if they work in a town, they'll want to live 20 to 30 minutes away just so that you never know. You get somebody weird that you pulled over and they follow you home and you drag your family into your work. So you try to create a little bit of space sometimes. So yeah, I know a lot of the friends that I've had on different police forces, they will live a good bit away from where they work.
Yeah, I thought it was odd the other day. I saw a shit ton of the Davie Police Department pull into the Palm Beach Gardens Duffy's.
Yeah.
And I thought something was going down. Now I'm reading them, going, Davie Police, and they're all just having lunch there. So there must have been some weird convention or something.
Yeah, sometimes they are taking prisoners somewhere or whatever. They got to take them to a different, so they'll maybe go as a group for that.
Oh, if they took the prisoners, the Duffys, the prisoners would be so happy.
Well, I think
Yeah.
if they did that, I think they left the prisoners in the car. They got their Duffy's on and then came.
I don't think you're allowed to leave prisoners in the
No.
car while you get your Duffys.
I think they cracked the window.
Brought them a bowl of water. Yeah. Called it good.
Well, I thought it was weird because I live in Gardens now, and I used to live in Davie. 3 separate times I've lived in Davie.
They coming for you.
Yeah. Maybe they're looking to see what you're up to.
And all 3 times I had the shittiest experience in Davie. Bird, stop going to Davie.
That's it. All right. Well, thank y'all for being here on a Tuesday. We're going way through the week. Only 3 more to go. Dang, look at that, huh? Time flying by. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.